Welcome guys, what's up? It's your boy Jack here, bringing you the latest Digimon Story Time Stranger release date trailer. It's finally here, we've finally got our hands on it at long last. It's currently 2 in the morning, but you know we gotta get it. If you guys want to help me out, smash the like button, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Here we go. We're gonna watch the trailer, then we're gonna watch it back, talk about it.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. But the situation here is critical. I'm counting on you, Agent. Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron life form.
Is that what you call us Digimon?
I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for?
I remember you guys.
Who or what is that?
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
The World Tree has been attacked.
It is just as the Great One, Plutomon, said.
It can't protect anyone.
We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by Digimon.
Attack!
Please, everyone, lend me your strength
Everything's riding on
to
you.
move forward into the
We
future.
must fulfill our mission. Agent.
Alright guys, so much to unpack, we don't have a lot of time, so let's get to it. Obviously, diving straight in, we've got the exact same kind of setup as some of the other Cyber Sleuth games where we see a Shinjuku / Japan getting attacked by a bunch of random Digimon, and then there's this announcement that we've went back in time 8 years. It looks like we're coming from a ruined version of our world. Our protagonists are getting sent back in time as agents. That's something that's been revealed in some of the other trailers and blog posts and stuff that we've dissected over the last couple of months, so standard stuff here. This is interesting here. This is something I never expected coming into this. This whole kind of art style, quite unusual, quite unexpected, but you know, I don't hate it. Running about in Shinjuku, Cyber Sleuth, standard Hacker's Memory stuff. I mean, this is pretty much exactly what we'd expect from the series so far. This was sick. I loved this. As soon as I saw this was when, like, you know, I was excited at the start of the trailer, and then this is where I started peaking pretty early on, so we got an insanely savage shot here. Cyclonemon doing things. Some of our characters who we've started to see pop up over and over again. I believe this is a Nori. Again, some of this stuff you guys can check out if you want to go in depth with. I don't know who these characters are. It looks like we've got 3 kind of posh characters coming in here. I don't know if these are like antagonists or if they are like going to be like borderline temporary allies to the main team or whatever. We've got the Turks here. Digimon version of the Turks. This is one of our supporting characters, I believe. We finally get, again, some more looks at the digital world here, and my goodness, this is exactly, I mean, every single time we watch one of these trailers, every single time we see one of these bits of gameplay, this is exactly what I'm looking for in a modern day PS5 PC Digimon game. And this is our first look at the battle dynamic. Obviously, there's a lot going on here with the UI, so I'll try and get my fat head out of the way, but there's so much going on here. There's obviously a very similar setup to what we know from Cyber Sleuth. We've got the turn-based sequence, obviously. It looks like, interestingly enough, we'll draw some attention over here to the fact that there's 4 Digimon on your team. Obviously, it looks like Agumon here is taking up a slot. We don't know if he's going to be playable, or maybe he's like going to be a support character. There was instances in Cyber Sleuth and Hackers where your teammates would sometimes jump in and join the fight. Maybe we're going to have a 4-man team in this game, or maybe it's going to stay as 3. I don't know. Everything looks pretty sleek. They've obviously massively updated the UI. Notice that there's a ×2, ×1 speed menu here for what I assume is the auto battle. This is something that if people are looking to auto grind later on in the late game, this is going to definitely make things a lot easier. So I know a lot of people are quite excited about that. We've got our big boss here in terms of Parrotmon, the big parrot bro. I'm not sure about the giant health bar at the top of the screen. When I saw that, it gave me a huge flashback to like Dynamax in Sword and Shield. I'm not really sure if I'm totally fond of that, but you know, it's so early and it's, well, certainly far too early to tell, but honestly, the UI looks quite good. It looks definitely refreshed and it looks like they've put a lot of energy into it. Definitely digging the kind of updated, sleek, kind of orange and black color schemes, which is just awesome. So we've got a bunch of cool animations here, and obviously this is obviously sleek as this is something I've wanted from some of these CDs for a long time. When you're cruising around, instead of just walking around, why not just hop in the back of your Digimon? The fact that they're adding this in and showcasing off some of the Digimon here is brilliant. So there's so much packed into this trailer. It moves so fast, guys. It's actually crazy. We got another look at some stuff here. Some of the UI in terms of the interface. This is obviously our pause menu, it looks like. Got all the information we could possibly want. And again, look, there is 4 Digimon going on here. So again, this guy's hanging around. You've got a ton of new elements added to Resistance. Elemental Resistance looks like it's been enhanced slightly, and that is so exciting to me because it's just giving you more depth, more replayability, more complexity to a game that has already got a lot of good stuff going for it. So I'll draw your attention to the talent and bond words over here. Talent and bond 20. I'm assuming this is just a rebranding of ABI being talent and bond being camaraderie. How much your Digimon synergize together. It might be something entirely different, but it looks like they've rebranded that possibly for new players to make things a little bit more, you know, logical and just help people get on a little bit more with what's going on with the game. Something that's completely new though is this whole personality sequence and this personality skill. It looks like we might actually have extra levels to our Digimon, and the randomization of recruiting Digimon, capturing Digimon and using them in your team. I absolutely love that, and I hope you guys are excited for it too. Elemental resistances look like they're mostly the same, except now we have some of these extra ones. Obviously, you've got your vaccine, data, virus, but then we've got these 4 new ones. And then over here, fire, water, grass, ice, electric, what looks like earth. You've got your machine type, your wind, light, darkness, and then maybe this one here. I have no idea what this is. It could be neutral, could be boss type element that we don't really understand yet. I'm not sure. You guys can give me your thoughts and let me know. But as you can see here in this tiny microscopic moment here, as the player of the gameplay scrolls down all the list of attacks, there's just so much going on here, and that is really exciting. Again, we want to see that level of depth from a series that's been coming out for many years at this point. We've got our first look at the modern farm of the new story game.
Gate is opened with the...
This is interesting here. The Tamagotchi kind of element going on, but then obviously the card battle and, you know, card battle sequence. I don't know what's going on here. It looks super exciting. You'll notice that up in the top left it says rival, so you're obviously battling against someone. Are we going to get a Digimon card collection game, like a mini game in this, or is it going to just be something a lot more simple? I don't know. Either way, I'm all for it. So I think it was confirmed for a long time about the whole Olympus 12 setup for this particular game, but now we're actually getting to see it with some of these Digimon here, which is really exciting. You've got this wacky kind of, this reminds me of obviously Hacker's Memory and some of the Eden stuff that you saw in the prior games. Very chaotic, but again, these beautiful kind of aquatic landscapes, obviously from the digital world. Akakumon's back, he's in reverse at the moment, so you'll have to forgive me here. There's one more scene I want to quickly show you just before we move on. Again, we keep seeing this giant forest, and over on the right hand side, look, there he is. The main man, so we get some Season 2 Digimon starting to appear here as well, which is obviously very exciting for a lot of people. There's a hover on this particular scene, not entirely sure what this is yet.
Stop it! That egg is very important!
And then we get this bit, obviously, where at the end of the trailer, towards the end, they pull us a bit deeper into the plot. I felt like this was a bit of a Final Fantasy VII Ada theme here. You know?
The world tree has been attacked.
Another dimension in the sky opening. There's a lot of gameplay here. A lot of this footage is being shown in the human world. And obviously that is to be expected. We can't be surprised about that. But how much of the game will actually take place in Shinjuku, I have no idea. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys like the human-based, the urban environment of like Shinjuku, the real world, or do you guys prefer the fantasy realm like myself? Let me know.
It is just as the great one, Plutomon, said.
This was so savage. Like this bit here, this nearly gave me goosebumps. To see Machinedramon running along the road here, this is definitely thumbnail material right here, isn't it? It's just too great with all the Koagumon behind him. And then a couple of it, we've got a bit of a character montage here where we see some of the characters appear. Not much to really respond to here, and there's not really, we already know some of these characters' names. If we just flick back really quickly to this last gentleman here, I don't know if this is a complete coincidence, guys, but it can't be just, you know, Kuramai Detective Agency. Not sure what's going on there, but interesting. And then we've got Asuna and some other characters as well. I believe this guy with a hat, I think is Inori's father. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. And then obviously the main man himself. Big dude, Big Daddy Dog, or the Big Cheese, as I've been calling this guy. They love their top of the skyscraper boss battles, don't they, in these games? They can't help themselves.
Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
Everything's right. We must fulfill our mission. Agent.
It looks very, very polished. Some of these scenes, they look so clean, and you just know that on the PS5 they're going to look absolutely gorgeous. I'm very, very excited, guys. Every single time I see more stuff about this game, the anticipation builds. I was very happy to finally get a release date for this game as well. 3rd of October. Mark it in your calendars, folks. We will be playing this game at launch. So that is it for today, guys. I've obviously over-dissected it, but please let me know. There are other things that I want to point out and things that you guys might be interested in very quickly. Again, the Discord has been absolutely buzzing with all of the information. The Wolfie Discord, of course, these are actually from the PlayStation app, so not on the Steam page. They're not on the Steam page yet. These screenshots are not on the PlayStation Store yet, but you can, if you have the app on your phone, there's some new screenshots and information available that you guys might want to check out. So we've got some extra bits and bobs that may or may not reveal stuff that we don't already know about. So again, check that out. It's just a quick heads up. This one here is particularly exciting, and I'm afraid I can't make it bigger for you at the moment, but this looks like there's even been some, I don't want to say leaks, but there's extra information on the app. If you guys are desperate for this regarding some of the skill trees, I'd love to dissect this with you guys, but realistically, I mean, I tried to get a better picture of this earlier, and it was very, very challenging to find like a high-res version. I ended up upscaling it with an AI, but it just ended up making all of the words gobbledygook. So this is the best I could do for you right here. Check it out, let me know your thoughts. And again, if you just want to see this on your phone, download the app and go check it out. But for the most part, guys, that is us today. Let me know your thoughts, leave me a like, and I'll see you next time. I'm very excited for Time Stranger, and I'll see you in the run-up to that. We'll be doing a bunch of stuff over the next couple of weeks. Peace out. Lots of love. Bye.